Have you ever made a mistake? I've made many, many mistakes. I recently posted a video about showing you how to force feed your African house snakes. And someone made a comment that said, "Don't do it this way. You are holding it in a way that the jaw doesn't work appropriately. You're pushing something down without any nutrition into the snake. If it takes you more than 30 seconds, then you're stressing the animal way too much." I've always said, you know, if I'm doing something wrong, show me. Prove it. And I said, you know, well, show me a better way. At this point, I'm getting food into the animal, and any food is better than no food. I also saw a video of Kevin McCurley from Nerd doing this. If Nerd does it, I figure it's good enough for me. Surprisingly, he actually did make a video. I want to share it with you. It's from ADHD Reptiles, so let's take a second, watch the video. So we'll start with some skewers, regular long skewers, 9 and a bit inches, pointy on one end, blunt on the other. We split that into 3 equal sections, you can see here. So I put 2 tines on a fork and then use a little third piece to split the tines apart. So you can leave that little piece in or take it out, whichever works for you. I like to leave it in. It gives it a bit of leverage to pull the pinky back off the tines later on. So we'll take those pinkies. We're not going to use the whole thing. It's too big for a fresh hatchling. So we'll just take the head off right at the base of the skull, right about there. Once that head's off, then you'll see the spinal column leaves an opening at the base of the skull. Don't worry if a little bit of brain ooze comes out of that. It's not a big deal. It's too small for the blunt end of the skewer, but the tine of the little fork you made fits in there just nicely, leaving 1 tine left. So that tine goes into the lower jaw. So that means we can turn it once it's in the snake's mouth. Okay, so from here we move to the grip. We've got the pinkies ready. Thumb and forefinger on the side of the jaws. What happens is it helps the jaw itself articulate properly, so it pops right open when you put a pinky up against it. Once it's in the mouth, you just start to twist it a little bit, and that's why you have the tines on that skewer, and it goes right down the throat, super easy. I push on that bar to help get the pinky off the tines. Once it's in, I then spin it around, give it a quick poke with the back end, the blunt end, and then that's it. It just sits at the back of the mouth there. Put it straight into an enclosure, done and dusted. As the snake moves, it naturally pushes it down its neck and into its stomach, till I scare it with the camera. Give it a second, it'll change its mind, realize it's happy, and start to move on. And as it moves, it pushes it down. All done and dusted, less than 30 seconds. Super quick and simple. This is the first time that someone actually showed a better way of doing something, or another option. Feeding them rat tails or rat hands or rat heads, all could do that, but if one is going to be better than the other, so if this is a superior way, then that's what I want to be doing, and that's what I want to share with you. He also said to me, the research shows that colubrids don't digest skin well, so thick rat skin isn't a great start, and then combined with the lack of nutrition inside the rapid digestion rate of a house snake's, it's not ideal at all. I think that all of us reptile keepers can help each other, and breeders too, and have an attitude where we learn from each other, and if we do something that's not as great, you know, we can change, we can learn new things. And that's one of the big things that I'm trying to do on this channel for you. I'm trying to share with you, like, over 10 years I've been keeping reptiles, so I want to share with you stuff, I want to educate you, I want to entertain you. So I was thinking about it for a while. Those are the 2 things I want to do. If I'm not teaching you something, I want to make you laugh. Thank you to ADHD Reptiles for showing us another way. There's all sorts of different rules and things that we can just kind of do and follow. So me keeping so many animals, experimenting with different methods and trying different things is what kind of excites me, because you discover something, you realize something, and that's something that's really amazing with reptiles, with snakes, that they're so misunderstood, and then when you do kind of understand them, you realize how nice they are. One big aspect of the reptile keeping community that I think hasn't really been looked into that much is cohabitation with certain reptiles, and that's something that I've really experimented over the past decade, but I haven't really shared
with anyone, but now I have a video all about that. So check it out, because I believe that in the future, like in the next decade, people are going to realize that cohabitating a certain way is actually beneficial for the snakes. But check out this video and tell me what you think about it.